Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahshai, Ba'ashim Rakah Kadash. Double honors to Yahweh and apostles of a great millstone who will well. Peace and blessings to your elect, and shalom to other like-minded Israelite brothers who are pushing, the word, on the highways and byways, or even, on YouTube, on online platforms. So obviously I just got this news article, as many of you brothers will probably be aware of, this new Britcoin. So I'm just gonna read it. Rishi Sunak's Britcoin tip to topple Bitcoin. This is big stuff. And it's interesting that first you had China. I believe it was first China that came out, with their digital currency, and now, all these other countries are kind of looking at that like, we want to do something like that, right? Because we don't want to get left behind. Rishi Sunak's Britcoin could easily topple the world's largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, a financial advisor has claimed. And the thing about Bitcoin, the whole thing about Bitcoin is going on now. Bitcoin, I believe there's a crypto bubble, and Bitcoin is taking, major hits, man. It's falling. That's uncertain. That's uncertain riches. Because imagine, you say you have 100, say for example you have 100k on Bitcoin, and imagine 10,000 of that could be 10,000 or 15,000, for example, could be wiped out. Say by the time you wake back up, that's not stable, man. But a lot of people, especially Israelites, are putting their faith into this cryptocurrency, man. Especially a lot of kids, a lot of guys my age as well. They wanted to hop on the crypto bandwagon as soon as they say, "Oh, we can make money from this, man." But, Lord willing, this is the push, for the MOP, because that the Pentagon, I don't know, you brothers most likely seen it, but they're doing this microchip. I believe it was DARPA. I can't remember fully, but I know it was made by the Pentagon. Yeah, and it's this, it's the sensor, quote unquote, the COVID symptoms. But here the thing is, even the people out on the news were talking about it. The conspiracy theorists, things that you would call conspiracy theory, are things that are happening right now. And they're seeing it for their own eyes, because they're starting to doubt, wait, there's gotta be some kind of ulterior motive to this microchip, man. Because it wasn't like it was in like a healthcare based firm that made it. It was the Pentagon. That's making people, a little bit skittish about it. Even the average person can see that there's something going on. But without further ado, I'm gonna continue reading. Actually, let me get that scripture. Okay, I believe this is the one I was looking for. Let me just go on it. This is 1 Timothy 6:7. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but the living God, who giveth us richly but the living God, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. Because they're getting the thing about, when you get money, you start to get a bit prideful, that, but we can't be, even though you got brothers in this truth, they'll be making what, like, some brothers be making 6 figures. But you can't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. You have to stay humble in this thing, man. Because it's the love of money. Let me get that scripture as well. That scripture says the love of money is the root of all evil. I believe that's in Proverbs. Slakia. It's in 1 Timothy 6:10. You see,
passport photo.
You know what? I'm gonna start from verse 9. This is First Timothy 6 and 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which draw men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. Let's look up this word err, because just for edification. Yeah, let me see. You see, to err, be mistaken or incorrect, make a mistake, miscalculate, slip up, screw up, foul up, goof, blow up. So you have an idea. So hold on. Yeah, they have erred. So let me start from the top. For the love of money is the root of all evil, while some coveted after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Or let me continue. But thou, O man of God, flee from these things, and follow after righteousness, goodliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness. And those are the things we have. Those are the things we have to seek after. Like the scripture says. Because what does the scripture say? The meek shall inherit the earth. Okay, Britain is considering a new Britcoin, or central bank-backed digital currency, aimed at tackling some of the challenges posed by cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, told the Bank of England on Monday to look into it. A Bank of England backed digital version of sterling could allow businesses and consumers to hold accounts directly with the bank and therefore sidestep others when making payments, unpending the lender's role in the financial system. Mr. Sunak told the financial industry conference. So you can already see, let me go back. Some challenges posed by cryptocurrency. So we have a problem. So they're gonna provide a solution. So now there's a problem. So we have to find a solution. Mr. Sunak told a financial industry conference, "We're launching a new task force between the Treasury and the Bank of England to coordinate exploratory work on potential central bank digital currency. Other central banks are also looking at whether to set up digital versions of their own currencies." Like I said, you're gonna have these other nations as well. Like China was the one who started off. You're gonna have these other nations that are gonna look at that, and they're gonna think, we don't want to get, we ain't get, they're gonna do it as well. Don't be surprised if they emulate it, because it's gonna happen. No, the Lord, the Lord is really speeding up the days, man. Because look how much is happening in 1 year. you know, why the hell Bashimi outside that we in this truth, man? Because, because anything could pop off any second, man. I'm being serious when I say that. Of course, we may, sin and go off, because we're not perfect, yeah. Like the scripture says, a righteous man falleth 7 times and get back up. But the wicked, I believe, roughly paraphrasing, but the wicked falleth into mischief. Because I sin and go off, man. Even when I sin and go off, I feel guilty, and I beg Yahweh Shimi Ashai, for forgiveness, to give me the strength, to keep fighting, man. Because I can't afford to go back, because I made a slip up. You have to continue pushing. Yeah, where's out? Toward a financial industry, we're launching a new task force between the Treasury and the Bank of England to coordinate exploratory work on a potential central bank digital currency. My bad, I was here. Other central banks are also looking at whether to set up digital versions of their own currency, essentially widening access to central bank funds, which only commercial banks can use at present. This could speed up domestic and foreign payments and reduce financial stability risk. And you see, this is a problem. You know, it's a problem, or like order of chaos, or order of chaos. You know, you know they cause a problem, and they come with a solution. We were learning about I was hearing that when I was in college today. We were talking about what do you call it? We were talking about the economy, and they were talking about it themselves, man. They were saying it. They were saying they couldn't refute that this country was in debt, of course. Which is obvious. The common man will know. Martin Bamford, chartered financial planner at Informed Choice, positively welcomed the Chancellor's announcement, as he argued Bitcoin could even topple the world's largest cryptocurrency. He said in a recent video for his YouTube channel, Britcoin, the new central bank digital currency that is probably going to knock Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies off the perch in the coming years. Bitcoin is on the drawing board. That is according to the Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, who has told the BOE to look at the case for creating this new digital currency. If and when Bitcoin is created, it could allow businesses and consumers to deal directly with the Bank of England, cutting financial institutions out of the picture and completely revolutionizing the role of banks in the financial system. This is big stuff. Mr. Bamford noted Mr. Sunak's announcement should have not come as a surprise, as other central banks are already exploring the creation of their own digital currencies. Like the scripture says. In fact, let's get. We ultimately know what this is leading up to, but 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Central banks are already exploring the creation of their own digital currencies, he added. Launching them would open up access to central bank funding, which is only accessible to commercial banks. Better access should mean faster transactions and fewer financial stability risks. After reaching a record a few days ago, Bitcoin is dropping along with other popular cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin fell 10.1% to $54,743 and 57 cents or whatever, of £39,295 and 76 pence as of 7:30 in the morning in New York on Sunday. Online reports attributed the plunge to speculation the US Treasury may crack down on money laundering that is carried through digital assets. The world's largest cryptocurrency seems to be a divisive topic among top investors. Co-founder and former CEO of Microsoft, Bill Gates, is reported to believe things will only get worse as time goes on. And, you've been hearing a lot from that guy, Stock market analysis YouTube channel MHFIN said Gates has been talking about the cryptocurrencies for a while. It's pretty obvious he's not a fan, but why is he still pessimistic about cryptocurrencies, and why is he betting on a total collapse? I believe it wasn't just him. I believe it was Warren Buffett as well. I think he said something like, people are really investing in nothing. If people actually realize that, that could cause a major collapse when it comes down to those cryptocurrencies, man. It's a value that they've been given, because they're essentially, worthless. They only worth what you put into them. The video, titled Bill Gates, The Bitcoin Panic of 2021, rolled to the earliest clip of Mr. Gates discussing the coin in May 2013. He said, "I think it's a tour de France. It's an area where the governments are going to try to maintain a dominant role." The analysis then fast forwarded to a 2021 interview with Mr. Gates to see how his opinion had changed. He said, "I don't own Bitcoin. I'm not shorting it, so I don't take neutral view. Moving money into digital form and getting access and Slovakia and getting transaction costs down is something the Gates Foundation does in developing countries. But there we do it so you can reverse transactions, so you have total visibility of who's doing what. But Bitcoin can go up and down just based on mania. You don't have a way of predicting how it will progress." And that's what it says. Woe to them that trust in uncertain riches. The video claimed the comments showed that Mr. Gates cleared his mind that Bitcoin is a bubble which will burst. Tesla CEO has a different opinion on the cryptocurrency. In February, he announced his company had bought 1.5 billion or 1.1 billion pounds worth of Bitcoin. The announcements led to a flurry of enthusiasm and quickly surged for the controversial cryptocurrency. Yeah, I believe this, may be the end of the article, but this is all ultimately leading up to that, the MOB. But I'll leave this this article in the comment section in case anyone sees it, they want to do a lesson on it. So I'm probably gonna close out here, because this pretty much what I wanted to cover. So in closing, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Until next time, Shalom.